Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to a new game. This is a very exciting game because it's played between the one and only Mikhail Tal, the magician from Riga, and the boy from Brooklyn, Bobby Fischer. It's played in the Candidates Tournament 1959. Bobby Fischer is playing with white pieces and Mikhail Tal is playing with black pieces. Here Bobby starts the game with 1e4, c5. Tal goes for the Sicilian defense, knight to f3, e6, d4, striking the center, c takes d4, knight takes d4, and knight to f6. Here, knight to c3, a6, bishop c4, e6, and Fischer goes with the bishop back, bishop b3. Of course, here Fischer maybe thought that Tal will go for the immediate b5, so he thought like I will move the bishop back from now. So bishop b3 and bishop e7. Tal continues development and is ready to castle kingside. f4. Fischer goes all out and he strikes with f4, and it's actually the best move recommended by the engine. So yeah, Fischer knows what he's doing, considering that there weren't any engines back then. So castles by Tal and queen f3. Here the computer doesn't like this move. The computer thinks that bishop e3 is the best move because you're developing the minor pieces first and then you develop the queen. But Fischer knows what he's doing. So queen f3, and here queen c7, castles by Fischer, and here b5. Tal grabs more space on the queen side. Here f5, Fischer pushes the pawn. b4, Tal does the same. And here in this position, Fischer should just take the pawn, and if pawn takes or bishop takes, doesn't matter. If pawn takes, then bishop takes, forcing the bishop to capture, and then you will capture with the knight and fork both the queen and the rook. So it's really good, but here Fischer doesn't do that. He plays knight a4. He develops the knight to a very weird square. You know, it's inactive square, and basically this knight is out of the game. And here Tal pushes this knight back to another inactive square. So if you look to Fischer's knights, they are like basically out of the game. And here Tal plays bishop b7, pressuring this pawn. It's attacked by the knight, if you don't see, and it's attacked by the bishop. Sorry, by the bishop. So knight to g3, defending the pawn. Knight b to d7. So if you look at the Tal's knight, they are active now. And here bishop c7, here bishop e3, bishop c6, bishop f2, queen b7. Of course, now there's a triple attack on this pawn. I don't know why this always happens. There's a triple attack on this pawn. So Fischer defends the pawn, and here Tal strikes in the center. This is like a great move. Plays d5 when you're playing the Sicilian, something cool. So Fischer takes the pawn. Tal takes back the pawn. Knight takes d5, and here knight to e4. Here Tal plays knight to f4, and this knight is pinned. This knight cannot move because it's pinned to the queen. Fischer pushes the pawn, pushes c4, and here Tal plays the move g6. Of course, with the simple threat of taking the pawn to threaten to take the knight and win the entire game. So Fischer takes the pawn, and it's actually a blunder. He should have instead of taking the pawn, he should have gone for this f6 move, but he didn't do that. He took the pawn, and here Tal goes for the immediate f5. So Fischer pushes the pawn, threatening to take the rook. So Tal has to react to this. So he takes the pawn, and here Fischer manages to unpin with check. King goes back, and here Fischer plays knight c5. Knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes, and here he's attacking. Fischer is attacking Tal's queen. Is attacking Tal's queen. So Tal moves the queen away. Fischer plays queen e3. If you look at this position, the knight is attacking the g pawn twice by the bishop and by the knight. So Tal here is preparing this queen b7 to attack it 3 times. But if he leaves this square, he will leave the protection of the e pawn. So Fischer can take the pawn with check. So first Tal prepares it. He plays rook e8. It's okay. Fischer sees the threat, so he gives some material to Tal, which Tal accepts. Takes the rook, and here queen takes, and then bishop takes. It's a discovered attack. How's that? Of course, if you notice, the queen is x-raying the knight. So if the bishop moves, and which that's what Tal does, and he grabs a pawn, then you open up an attack towards the knight. It's okay, but Fischer tries to take the pawn back before it's captured. Here knight takes and queen gives a check. Queen a7 check. King takes the bishop, and then rook g8 check. Of course, if you move to h8, then you have this move. It's a checkmate. You have to block with the queen, and then it will be simply be checkmate. So Fischer didn't do that. He played king h3, and if you can see, the rook cuts off the king's entire movement on this rank. I mean, the king here is stuck on this row. Tal plays queen g7, of course, with the simple threat of queen h6 checkmate. So Fischer tries to defend that. In case Tal plays this move, Fischer can block with the queen. The bishop is protecting the queen. So, but Tal didn't do that. He played another move. He played a brilliant move. He played rook to e6 with the simple threat of rook to h6 checkmate. And it was in this position that Bobby Fischer resigned the game and Mikhail Tal wins the game against Bobby Fischer. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to
Bend your girl and clap your hands and come on, girl.